Hey my whimsical world campers, today we are going to create our Candyland landscapes. But before we get started, for a little bit of inspiration, we're going to share the story of Lola and the Lollipop Fairy, written by Tim Bugbird and illustrated by Laura Eade. Once upon a time in a circus big top, there lived a fairy family, the sisters Lollipop. Every day at 6 o'clock, come rain or shine or snow, fairies come from far and wide to see their famous show. Lola was the one in charge, and Linda lifted weights. Lulu juggled lollipops and sometimes spinned the plates. Their act had been the same for years, and their tent was worn and old, but every night they did their best until all the seats were sold. Till one morning Lola woke. She yawned and rubbed her eyes. She looked outside and had a shock. Oh, what a bad surprise. Next door, where the grass had been, the plants and trees and flowers, there stood a brand new theme park with rides and slides and towers. The park became the place to go, where fairies met to play, and no one came to Lola's show. She sighed as if to say, "The rides are so exciting, we just cannot compete." Lulu said, "Let's face it, friends, I think we might be beat." "So, we'll just make our show better," Lola boldly cried. "We'll do our best, so if we fail, at least we know we tried. Let's think of something super big, a spectacular creation. A show to make the fairies talk will be the new sensation." In a flash, it came to Lola, a plan to make them swoon. Lola, the fairy cannonball, would fly up to the moon. So the fairies built a cannon that was just the perfect size to fire fearless Lola from the circus to the sky. They banged and bashed and clashed and clanged until the job was done. The work was hard, the hours were long, but they had never had such fun. The day for launching Lola came around really fast. Linda hollered, 2, 3, 1, and with a deafening blast, Lola shot up into space as the fairies waved and cheered, and Lola thought, what a lovely place. I'm glad I volunteered. And when Lola finally landed, she cried, "Oh my goodness golly, I thought the moon was made of cheese, but it's a great big orange lolly." It certainly was the sweetest place Lola had ever seen, with lollipops of every kind and mountains of whipped cream. Oh, put that in your idea bank. The air was sweet as strawberries and the sky was pink and clear. Lola flew back down to earth. She had a new idea. Her cannon show had been a blast, but this plan was the ace. They'd make their fairy fortunes firing fairies into space. And so the sisters got to work. They never seemed to stop. Soon the moonturps made enough to buy a new big top. With the brand new sparkly cannon, glitter and lights aglow, very soon the stage was set for their amazing circus show. It was thrilling and exciting, a full house every night. The fairies saved the circus thanks to Lola's daring flight. So Lola, Linda, and Lulu made the perfect team. By working hard and not giving up, they lived their fairy dream. The end. Okay, so when she gets fired up into the moon, where does she end up? Kind of like a Candyland, right? With lollipop trees and whipped cream mountains. What? That's pretty cool. So that is exactly what we are going to create. So you will need your big piece of watercolor paper, which is like this big one, right? You need a pencil, an eraser, of course. You need your Sharpie or your permanent marker. Did I say watercolor paint? You definitely need that. A cup of water, paintbrush, and I also have this little picture for you to look at. It's kind of hard to see here, but it has kind of a Candyland there, all right? So I'm going to turn myself around and we're going to get started. See you soon. Okay, so many different ideas to use here, right? Whipped cream, lollipops, little pieces of hard candy. And not only that, but on your picture there's towers of pancakes, cupcakes, macaroons, different shaped lollipops, something that looks like cake pops, a chocolate bar pathway, and whatever else you guys can dream up, right? So I'm going to use these ideas and put them in my idea bank and then I'm going to create my picture. So let's see. I'm going to start out with some mountains, and let's see, they used whipped cream mountains in that picture, right? So maybe I'll start with that and just go with it. So for my whipped cream, I'm going to make kind of like a wavy dollop of whipped cream. Okay, well, maybe make another one. Do they all have to be whipped cream? Most definitely not. You can kind of go crazy with this. Just use your imagination and go wild. But you want to try to fill up all of your paper, okay? Don't just draw 2 lollipops and say, hey, Miss Missy, there it is. Oh, I think we could probably do a little bit better, right? Hey, I'm going to put a big cherry up here. Why not? Because I can, right? So if I'm drawing something on top of something else and I have a line underneath it, if it overlaps, I can get rid of the line that I don't want, right? So I don't want that line. Okay, maybe I could do, maybe I'm going to do ice cream cone. Let's see if I could make a big old ice cream cone back here. I don't know. Maybe, oh, actually, you know what? It's going to overlap here. This is going to be like one of those cake cones, the kind that stand up. Now look, I drew on top of that. Right? Can we see through this? No. But what can I, you know what, this actually looks like a snowball, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going on a little drawing adventure here, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get and what I'm going to do. I'm just play it. Oh, here I go. This is kind of fun. What does that look like? It looks like kind of a swirly ice cream. Ooh, I like that. Yum, yum. Okay, let me see. How is that going to go? I'm going to do this. And get rid of that line there too. Anyway, so there's, maybe I'll make him a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, it looks like a cone from Dairy Queen, doesn't it? And the way that I paint it will make a difference, right? To be able to tell kind of what it is, and also think about some of those details. So like these have those kind of lines to make it look like that ice cream cone has that texture, right? Like a harlequin sort of thing. Okay, well, good enough. All right, maybe I'll make some chocolate on the top of this. Whoa, I don't know. Whipped cream with chocolate on top? Why not? Okay, so I've got that. Now, what else? Could I make a candy house if I wanted to? I most certainly could. So maybe I could make a candy house in the middle or to the side. I could make a pathway with candy canes. Oh my goodness, so many choices. Some lollipop trees. I'm just going to go ahead and play with this a little bit. I'm going to speed myself up and you can draw along. I'm sure you have lots and lots of ideas. So let's jump on in. is my little Candyland that I dreamed up. So when you're drawing and painting yours, think about the different flavors of your different elements, right? Think about what they actually are. So like this boat, yeah, I did the boat, but I thought, hey, it could be made out of banana taffy. And these little rocks are gumdrop rocks. This little guy right here has some cotton candy. And then these little mounds of cream are the berry bunch cream. So it's blue raspberry and blueberry and red raspberry. And then I've got a big thing of chocolate. I don't know what that is. Chocolate. Amount of chocolate something with some white frosting on top, a tower of different kinds of ice cream, some rainbow sherbet, that's my favorite, in a swirl. You ever see those rainbow kind of sour candies that look like rainbow? And then I've got my donuts and cupcakes and candy and things like that. So this is just one idea. You guys have so many ideas. So think a little bit about it before you start your drawing, okay? And then draw it and then paint it and take your time. I cannot wait to see what you create. Send me pictures and share. Y'all have a great day. Bye.